It's been a long time since Sister Patricia Fox has relied on trams to get around. Returning home to Melbourne after 27 years away in the Philippines will take some getting used to.
If people say, "How are you?" I burst into tears at the drop of a hat. Still to coming to grips with not being here, because I'm quite happy, I'm happy being here with the people and catching up with people, but it's sort of the fact that I can't go back.
In the febrile political atmosphere of the Philippines, Sister Pat has made one very powerful enemy.
It was not the military who arrested the nun. It was upon my orders.
730 first met Sister Pat back in April after she'd been arrested, then released.
I'm glad you're not locked up inside a Philippines police station or immigration office.
I am too. Would you like to come in?
Yeah, thanks.
She'd been detained after visiting dispossessed farmers in the troubled province of Mindanao and taking part in political protests.
I ordered investigated for disorderly conduct. They're laughing. I said, "I've got a disorderly room," but I don't know about disorderly conduct.
President Rodrigo Duterte has overseen an estimated 10,000 extrajudicial killings in the Philippines. He wanted Sister Pat out of his country. And 3 weeks ago, she lost her fight against deportation.
Why does the president dislike you so much?
Well, I keep saying he hasn't met me, he doesn't know how sweet I am, but apart from that, because there's been a crackdown on human rights workers, human rights lawyers, one's just been killed recently. And he said in his last State of the Nation address, he's for human life, not human rights. Now, what the difference is I'm not sure, but human life, when you consider how many people are being killed, I'm not sure what he means by that. He has anointed me to bring good news to the poor.
Sister Pat has dedicated 50 years of her life to helping people.
To let the oppressed go free, to proclaim the year of...
She became a nun at 21 and a human rights lawyer at the age of 40 after working in Melbourne's inner west.
And we also got involved with street kids. And the street kids sort of made our home their home, and I was forever bailing them out or picking them up from the police station. And so I decided that if I did law, I might be able to help them before they actually got into the system.
And I went to a meeting of Filipinos on Saturday.
Oh, well.
Now back in Melbourne, she's come full circle, once again sharing a home with some of the nuns she first trained with. But her heart remains in her adopted home.
Hello again.
Hi, Sister Pat.
Hello.
Fine.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Hello again. Yeah.
She's already working with Filipino human rights groups here in Melbourne.
We know that she would be probably more effective back in the Philippines, but here she would be able to speak freely, without being harassed or intimidated or threatened, so we are very happy that she's here.
In the Philippines, I couldn't go anywhere almost without anybody knowing me, and I've never been a public person. And I kept joking and saying, I'm the only star probably on TV that has absolutely no talent. Today, this scripture has been fulfilled in your hearing. The word.
Do you hope that you're going to be able to go back?
Yeah, I hope one day I can go back, yes.
What are the chances?
Not likely at present, I think.
You're 71 now, you've been deported from the place that you love, you've been working all of your life. Don't you think it's about time to just maybe have a little rest?
While there's injustice, I couldn't rest. They tell me you grow out of trying to change the world, but I'm not sure when I'm going to grow out of it.